Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how you can use Ventuz to control DMX devices. So I have here a very simple scene made in Ventuz, and as you can see, I simply bound 4 keys to each of my 4 channels. So it's a very simple device with only 4 channels. So channel 1 is basically controlling the red LEDs, channel 2 the green LEDs, and channel 3 the blue LEDs. Channel 4 is controlling here the white LEDs, right? The connection is pretty simple. We have power provided by USB. You also can use this USB connection to set up the network configuration of this device based on your requirements, right? Then you simply have to connect the LAN cable so that they can communicate via your network. And then you have here DMX output, which you simply connect to your first DMX device in. So let me switch here to our Ventuz view. First thing what you have to do in Ventuz, you have to make sure that ArtNet is enabled. To do that, you simply open your Ventuz configuration tool, and down here on the configuration, you can create your own machine configuration or you simply set up your existing one. To do that, simply click here that little gear icon, and then you can see over here in that tab, the second tab called DMX, you have to basically enable here that ArtNet, and you also have to set up the correct network address based on your network. So the network address is always 0 at the end, okay? So that means if you are, for example, in a network like 192.168.3, then your network address would be 192.168.3.0, okay? So in my case, I use a very standard default 192.168.1 network. Once this is all set up and running, then you simply save over here, and then Ventuz is ready to work with DMX. So this is the scene what I showed you before, what I use here to control that lights, right? I can also use the sliders to bring up the red, the green, and the blue channel, okay? I also implemented some very basic animation to fade in and out that 3 colors at the same time. So let me show you how that works in a very fresh scene. So I simply create a new scene. The only thing we have to do, we simply have to bring in a DMX out node. And then here on the right side in the properties, you can basically see, you can set up the universe, you can set up the base channel, and down here you can create channels. So I know my LED light here has 4 channels. So let's create these 4 channels. I create 4 integers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we also can rename it. Let's call this the red channel, because channel 1 of this LED light is the red channel. Second is the green. The third is the blue. And the last one, channel 4, is white. And as you can see now, when I bring up here that values from 0 to maximum of 255, because that's the limit with the DMX protocol, then you can see I simply can control here all my 4 channels very easily. So let's say you have maybe 2 of these LED lights, then you simply could create as many channels as you need to control all of your lights. But basically from experience, I would use many nodes, basically 1 DMX out node per device, because sometimes maybe you have 4 of different lights, then you have another DMX device which has a different channel mapping or more channels than only 4 like this one. But let's say if I have now 2 of this exactly same light, then I would call that LED 1 and this one LED 2. And as you can see over here, I know my first LED light has 4 channels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And my second would be then, I need to offset this basically, right? And I can do that with the base channel. Yeah? So I know I have to offset it by 4 channels, so I have to bring that by 5. And as you can see now already, Ventuz already knows that the second DMX light would have the red channel on channel 5, 6, 7, and 8. And of course, now you can imagine this is very powerful, because now you can really connect your show, your events, or your interactive touch application with DMX lights, right? You can make the dance floor combine, synchronize together with DMX lights, with moving heads, with whatever you want to do. And guys, if you like these tutorials, then please subscribe and like, and I will do more of these cool Ventuz tutorials in the future. Until then, bye-bye.